Profile. I'm your host, Paula Hersey, and today we're talking education. Education for the business professional. Here with me is Tammy Jacobison from the newly rebranded Center for Corporate and Professional Education, which is an arm of Cape Cod Community College. Welcome to the show, Tammy.
Thank you, thank you.
So, most folks have known this particular entity as WORK, which was the Workforce Education
Resource Center. So we've recently rebranded, and we're proud to announce our new name, which is the Center for Corporate and Professional Education at Cape Cod Community College.
Yeah.
And our focus is still on professional development and community education, but we're enhancing our workforce training initiatives in the community.
Well, that's great. I actually did some professional development with some courses last year in nonprofit management and leadership, and I found the whole experience just absolutely fabulous. I think I went from February to maybe the 1st of May. We had lots of snow days last year, which was tough, but the set of courses for that certificate program was really great. So you do multiple certificate programs for professional development.
We do. So we have our nonprofit executive series that we're offering again this spring. And we also have a social media certificate series. We run a gerontology certificate series.
A gerontology, really? Yes. For those folks who want to be PCAs and things
folks
like that?
We actually offer CEUCs and CEUs for social workers and nurses within the program. And it's also for individuals who are working with CNAs, PCAs, home health aides, working with individuals in the aging community. But it's also, we welcome in community members that would like to have a chance to find out more information and tips and tools for taking care of an elderly person in their home or an aging person in their home.
Oh, that's, you see, and there's really not a lot of places that you can go for that type of information. So you're doing stuff for real estate over there?
We have a 40-hour real estate professional certificate, licensure. You don't take the exam with us, but you actually prepare for the exam with us with your 40 hours. We offer we're having a sales management series this spring. We also are focusing more on employers and what their needs are, and one of the biggest needs in the industry was human resource assistance.
Right.
Many of the small businesses on the Cape don't have the capacity to have a human resource department.
Right.
So they're looking for human resource strategies and tips and advisory sessions in order to continue on. So we're offering a monthly advisory series for HR professionals. And this focuses on a different topic each month, and all of that information is all up on our website as well.
Well, that's fantastic. When I actually went through the course last year, one of the things that I had found was the networking ability and opportunity, really, of all the other folks coming to the class. I didn't expect that benefit. I expected to learn things about nonprofit and how nonprofits are run, and get some skills that I really needed for a job. But the people that were in the class were from nonprofit organizations or looking to get into nonprofit. We had a great time, and we're still keeping in touch.
Sure. Many of our students, including in the nonprofit series, there's just a valuable opportunity to connect with other professionals in the industry. And also, it's an opportunity to connect with the instructors. So our nonprofit series had different instructors for each session. Our gerontology series is very similar. We're bringing in different presenters, different speakers. So there's an opportunity for the group to communicate and form a team and kind of work together towards enhancing their skills.
Sure. This center is in Hyannis. It's right there on Main Street. Beautiful, beautiful building. You guys have been around for maybe 20 years or so.
Yes.
And I think when we think about continuing education, my mind is, oh man, those 6 to 9 p.m. courses at the college. I can't do that. I'm in bed by 8.
Sure.
A lot of these courses are actually offered during the work day, as as maybe even just at the end of the day, so people can kind of do that.
Yes. So the nonprofit series is offered in the afternoon. Our gerontology series is offered early evening. It's 5 to 7:30.
See, that's manageable.
Very very manageable. We're trying to accommodate our employers in the community with sending employees to these sessions. We are running our first launch in Hyannis. We've launched this in our Plymouth location already, but our first launch in Hyannis is our Social Media Manager Certificate program.
What does that entail, social media management? I mean, you know, you post to Facebook. What's to manage?
So the manager course that we're talking about is more on the lines of people who are already working for companies in the capacity of social media marketing. And they're looking to advance and take that, they may have hit a pain point with the social media they're working with, and they want to learn new strategies for growing and advancing in that arena. So we're offering that program, and we have offered it in Plymouth last semester, and it was received with rave reviews. So we're very excited to have that in Hyannis.
Okay, let's talk about this. Plymouth, there's a Plymouth campus
There's
too?
a Plymouth location. So we do have a location in Plymouth.
Okay.
It's our courses are run at Plymouth North High School in the evening.
Nice, yeah.
But we also run courses out of the Plymouth Chamber of Commerce.
Oh.
And we will be running courses out of our new hangar space over there as well for our aviation program.
Oh my goodness, so you've really expanded the footprint of where people can take some of these courses rather than just the concrete jungle over in West Barnstable.
Absolutely.
Sorry. it just...
So we do offer courses at the main campus.
You do offer
we
courses.
do.
Exactly.
So we have courses at the main campus, Hyannis, Plymouth, and we also have branched out into Wareham a little bit as well. So we're excited to be looking at this region and assisting this region as they move forward.
So when you talk to employers, you talked a little bit about, you know, customized training for businesses. What does that look like? Give me a couple of examples of why a business would want to bring 4 or 5 employees for a customized training. How does that happen?
Sure. So what we're offering, and we have offered this in the past, but we're sort of enhancing that a little bit more now, is working with companies on the Cape, either in a consortium model where a couple of companies are coming together looking for some similar training, say maybe some soft skill training, customer service, leadership pieces. And we're also looking at executive level education as well, some HR consulting, business process improvement. We can concentrate in a lot of different areas. We have a lot of different faculty members at the college we can reach out to for instruction. We also have a lot of corporate trainers in the area that we work with. And we're really going in and stressing the importance of taking their employees to the next level, upskilling them, making sure that they're able to manage their time accordingly, to organize accordingly, and to just help with the overall health of the workplace.
You know, personal organization and time management, I think, are the bane of any professional worker's existence at this point in time, because there are so many distractions. You know, online, obviously, there's many, but sitting in a desk with cubicles or other folks all around you, there's always distractions. Are you pulling these people into your facilities, or are you going to their facilities?
We're going to them.
Wow.
So we're on site. We do a training assessment for them, and we conduct all the training on site for them. Unless they need a facility, we're happy to provide it, but most of the time it's on site during their work schedule when it's convenient for them to pull people from different departments.
And do you do those, you know, everybody says the new operating system for Windows or the new Office suite. Are those trainings that you're still offering?
Absolutely. So we still have our core base of trainings. We do Access, Excel, Word, keyboarding. We have a home health aide certificate. We have a personal care attendant certificate program, which is something I probably should talk about a little bit more because it's a free program. We obtained a grant. We obtained a grant for our PCA program, so we're offering it this semester. It starts in a couple of weeks, and it's to help individuals realize what it is to be a personal care attendant, what's expected of them, what they will be doing in the workforce, and really starting to move people along and move them forward as developing a career pathway.
So almost all of these are certificate programs, not necessarily credit-based.
Correct.
Okay. Having said that, homework?
Not necessarily, but sometimes there may be. We always promise if we give homework, it's fun. And it's interesting. So we like to do that, but not, there are, with some of the certification courses, there may be an exam at the end. For example, the home health aide does have an exam piece, but we're helping them prep for that along the way.
Okay. It's kind of funny, having, like I said, been through one of your programs, I see an enormous opportunity with professional development here on the Cape, because there's just not a lot of places that offer those types of courses. What's in the future? What's percolating back there? Because I think, the name change has probably maybe sparked some interest in some other areas. What do you think might come in, a year or 6 months or so?
Sure. One of the things we're trying to educate the community a little bit more about, the business community, is that there are funding options out there for them for training. The Workforce Training Fund, which is through the state of Massachusetts, is available to eligible businesses and even eligible nonprofits. So we've been working with organizations and companies.
So they can get money from the state to train their employees.
Absolutely.
And that's through the Workforce Investment Board.
And there's different levels to that. Some of it's a 50% reimbursement. Some of it, if you're actually applying for a full workforce training grant, you can get up to $250,000 for a 2-year period, depending on the training you need to cover those training needs. So we're very excited to be on the forefront of this, and also letting businesses know we're here to assist. We're here to help them write that training grant, to help them and sort of hold their hand along the way, not only providing the training, but being that resource provider and assistant to them.
For the application, because it is intense to
and
do
the
that.
reporting process, too.
Right.
Yes.
That's great. What do you think people are really going to ask for in the next 6 months or to a year? What do you see? I mean, I know healthcare is probably one of the largest growth industries that we have on the Cape, but what about that technical training and some of those computer courses and things like that folks think that they might want to do but aren't quite sure, don't want to do a class at 4Cs, but kind of want to get their feet wet? Are there plans on doing some? I know you've done some of that at Plymouth North.
We have. So we have a wide variety of courses that we do offer. We have some design courses where it's Adobe software design, graphic design. We even do some AutoCAD non-credit courses as well. And then one of the things that I think is up and coming in the industry and that employers are looking at, and even individuals in the community, is how to feel happier and be healthier in their work, professional life, and also in their personal life. And we've been working with a couple of school districts in the community and employers on some mindfulness strategies and techniques for their teachers, for their paraprofessionals, for employees. So I think the whole health and wellness piece and
needs to come into the workplace.
It does, and I think employers realize that now. They want to take care of their employees to retain them moving forward.
That's great. So I can go there and take a nap and then come back to work.
Exactly.
No, Terry, really, I wouldn't. This is fantastic. I think, when everybody thinks about what opportunities are here in the Cape for, higher learning and educational, I think the center has a huge piece for that professional. Whether you're young or maybe even just starting out or looking at a new career, you can go and take some of these certificate programs and your resume looks great.
Absolutely. We're really concentrating on career pathways for individuals. So no matter what the age, young and old, developing a pathway. Maybe it's an introduction, even some students coming out of high school that don't know what they'd like to get into, trying out some of our healthcare programs and other different types of certificate programs, which then leads them on a path into the credit side of the house of the college. But just getting them introduced and talking about different industries, and also upskilling the workforce that's out there. We concentrate in our healthcare arena. We also offer continuing education for our dental hygienists in the community.
Oh, really?
We do a local anesthesia certificate. We have a chemical dependency course for dental hygienists who are dealing with patients with maybe some chemical dependencies. So there's a lot of information there, and we are very proud to be able to offer those services to the community.
And on average, how long do these certificate programs or some of these courses run? Do they vary from, an afternoon to, a year? Or
if it's a certificate program, it's probably a little bit longer. So we're looking at probably over 20 hours. But they could be in 2- and 3-hour segments, so they go by rather quickly. Probably the longest one we're holding right now is our home health aid certificate. It's a 75-hour curriculum, but it's a national certification, so there's a little bit more to that. But they're staggered in their start dates. We don't start on the traditional semester start date. So we try to be convenient for people's work schedules and work well with.
Are there like prerequisites for some of this stuff, or do you meet with individuals looking for some of these certifications to see whether they're going to fit in these programs, or is it first come, first serve? Or
many of our social media certificate programs, we get a lot of calls on that. We've layered that a little bit more. We have an introductory certificate, an advanced certificate, and then the manager certificate.
Okay.
So we do receive a lot of calls to figure out where they might fit in that program, and also with our home health aide and our PCA, we do information sessions. So we host those at the college. We provide information. Same thing with our real estate course. We have an information session as well.
Okay, so people can come, they can find out about that. And all of that information for those information centers are on your website.
Yes.
That's been revamped a little bit, so you can find all the courses that you guys have offered. What else really do you want to tell folks about the center? I know you've been there for about 2 years now?
In my position for about 2 years. I previously taught on the non-credit side for over 4 years. So I've been there for a little while. And one thing I'd like people to know is that we're not just the Excel and the Word and those core courses. We're a lot more than that. We're actually helping the community. We're developing courses and working with grants and other different funding sources to upskill the community a little bit more. And one piece that I'd like to mention is our Small Business Speaker Series.
That is actually a great series,
So we have our Small Business Speaker Series starting on February 3rd. And we are very excited. We received some funding from Eastern Bank and very graciously issued us some funding to hold that series. So we're bringing in high-quality speakers to talk about different topics. The first one is actually on small business financing. And we'll be doing leadership messaging, customer service. There's an HR piece to it. So we're very excited to have this
And when do those run?
Once a month in the morning, and we're going to actually provide a little light breakfast as well. So it's 8:30 to 10:30.
And that's the Small Speaker Business Series. Small Business Speaker Series. And that's just like a first come, first serve
First
kind of
come,
thing?
first serve. So all that information is actually on our website, and it's free of charge.
Free of charge, and you just need to reserve a seat.
Reserve a seat, and it's filling up fast.
Okay, excellent. Well, the Center for Corporate and Professional Education, I got it. Thanks so much, Tammy. It was great to hear about all the initiatives over there. I think, again, it's such a resource for the community that we just wanted to get you guys out there and have people understand that there are places that you can improve your professional development or learn something new.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. I'm Paula Hersey, and this is Profile.